YouTube, what's going on? This is Kevin the Tech Ninja, and today I'm going to update you guys on what's been going on for the last few months and also give you my HTC M9 impressions. Alright guys, this is my first vlog in maybe a couple of months, maybe a month, I don't know. It's just been so cold that when I get in the car, my heat is up so high that it's loud on the camera. And, you know, also I've been just working on other side projects and whatnot. And I didn't have anything really relevant to talk about. Everything I did want to talk about I made into video. Now, if you guys know from my channel, I did a lot of Galaxy S6 videos. I'm really excited about that phone, and I gave a video about the top reasons why the Galaxy S6 might be the phone of the year. And a lot of people took that video as if I was saying that it's the best phone ever and blah, blah, blah. And I was just giving reasons why I think it could be the phone of the year, not that it was the phone of the year. So I actually had to give the top reasons, or I had to give the video of 3 things that are issues with the S6 off rip, just to create some, you know, balance in my videos. You know, I'm all about balance and objectivity. So yeah, a lot of people are wondering how I feel about the HTC M9, or as I call the HTC 8.5, or the HTC 8S as Demir would call it. And I thought long and hard, and I couldn't even come up with enough stuff to make a video. So here are just my scattering of thoughts and ideas about this. Number 1, if you have great design, award-winning design, and top-notch looks, and everything about that phone is great, then why do you feel the need that you have to change it? Like cars, they don't change every year. It takes about 10 years for a successful car design to get changed, you know? So that's kind of how I feel about it. Like, why does everyone need a change? Now, they did improve on things that were down flaws about the phone, as far as hardware and as far as design. It's not as slippery on the not as slippery on the back. It contours to your hand better, and just has a lot of good things going for it. But that's not enough for a lot of people. And I get that, because the trend is every year you change the phone up a little bit. Apple doesn't do it, Samsung hasn't done it historically, but you know, it's expected. So we're in a mentality of the world where it's now, everything must be different, everything must be new experience. But you gotta remember, people don't upgrade phones every year. It's just a small number of people, that 1% of people. But when an HTC phone is in the store, and they're putting it next to the Galaxy S6, and the average consumer walks into Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile and says, I want a new phone, what do you suggest? They may look at the HTC One and say, wow, that is a great looking phone. And if that's the case, HTC has succeeded in that part of designing a beautiful phone. They don't make phones for the 1% of people who actually follow this stuff. You gotta remember, we're such a small number of people in this big pond of technology consumers, you know? We're the aficionados, we're the audiophiles, the audio world. So, you know, we care, but the average person doesn't care, okay? With that being said, on the tech side of things, you know, it's what's expected. It's an incremental boost. It's like downloadable content for a game, you know? It's a little bit extra. So if you didn't get the M8 and you go to the M9, coming from the M7, it's a great improvement. Wow, great phone. Coming from the M8 to M9, it's like, it's an S. It's an incremental update. And I think that's okay. Now, what I don't get about the phone, well, not really the phone, but the Snapdragon processor is overheating. And I have to admit, I thought Samsung was lying about the Snapdragon overheating, and I thought they just wanted to make an excuse to use their own processor. But the Snapdragon chipset is overheating. It's quite possible that it was released too early and they weren't ready for it. Who knows? Now, HTC said that they fixed it with software and everything like that, so that should be fine. But the fact of the matter is, it overheated on this phone and it overheated on the G Flex 2. So my question to you guys is that is that a chipset thing, or is that the manufacturer is not throttling the chip down correctly? I mean, the Snapdragon 805 didn't have that issue, the 801 didn't have that issue, the 800 didn't have that issue. So it's crazy how the 810 is actually having this issue of overheating. It's something we should keep an eye on. I really think so. And you know, this crop of flagships that may be using that Snapdragon may be doomed. I don't know. But it is interesting that two phones that came out with it is overheating, or are overheating. And also it's interesting how Samsung said, we're not using that chip. Nope, it's overheating, don't want it. All right, enough of that tech stuff. As I tell you guys that I'm a balanced person. I'm more than just a tech guy. Yeah, so as you guys probably know, maybe you don't know, I upgraded my camera. I went from the Canon 6D to the Panasonic GH4. Reason behind that, Canon they're really focusing on their photographers, which I get. You know, there are more photographers in the world than video guys, which is cool. But you know, for me as a video guy, I want to go the company that really focuses on video. And it looks like Panasonic is focusing on video. They're putting things in these cameras that are really important for video guys like myself. Zebras, focus peaking, all that stuff. And also 4K recording on board. Canon, doesn't look like Canon's going to be doing that in a DSLR that's consumer level. So I made the jump, man, and I'm really happy about it. There's downfalls to everything you do in life, so there's a couple things I don't like about the GH4 compared to the Canon, but overall I'm happy with it, and a lot of people are jumping ship to the GH4 who are originally once Canon guys. So you know, I'm excited about it, I'm happy about it. It's a fun change for me. I am shooting in 4K. Obviously this is with a GoPro, but I am shooting in 4K. I just downscaled to 1080p. That gives me the option to crop down video. So what I can do is I can shoot a shot that's a full shot, and I can boom, crop in 4 times with losing no quality of video fidelity or anything like that. So you know, it's beautiful. I really do enjoy that. I have the option to do that. I don't have to buy a macro lens or anything like that anymore. I can then just crop the video in. Now a lot of people want 60 frames per second when it comes to video, and I'm really not sure why. I'm not sure if people just want it because it's new, it's different. But in my opinion, when I think of video, when I think of movies and TV shows, they're not in 60 frames. There's a reason behind that. You lose some of the cinematic flair to it. It becomes too lifelike, where it doesn't feel like you're watching a movie. It feels like it's a conversation with the person. You know, I want to retain that cinematic edge when I'm shooting video and all that stuff, and also keep that crop factor. I wouldn't have that. I don't have 60 frames at 4K with this camera. So just a thought, I am going to do a video showing the difference between 60 frames per second versus 30 frames per second when it comes to video, and I'm going to let you guys decide what you guys want to see. Now, I am going to start shooting 60, well, I do shoot 60 frames on some things in my video, but that is just on slow motion shots. So you guys probably haven't seen it yet, but the couple reviews that I'm doing, I'm using my slider, and I'm sliding at 60 frames per second so that I can slow it down and get a real crisp slide. It's a beautiful thing, and hopefully you guys could look into that and check that out sometime soon. You know what, I'll give a link down below of my shot that I did in 60 frames per second, slowed down a bit, so it's really cool. Now on a personal note, I'm still engaged. Someone asked me, am I still engaged? I'm still engaged. There is no date for the wedding, but when there is a date for the wedding, you guys will know what the date is. It's just tough, man. Planning weddings isn't the most fun thing in the world, dealing with financial, you know, not burdens or anything like that, but weddings are expensive, man. And when you're saving for a house, saving for a wedding at the same time, sometimes it can become a huge conflict. So working through that, guys. I'll let you know what's going on with that. You know, I got the sign off from the fiance that a live streaming of the wedding is possible. So we might do a hangout. Might do a live hangout of the wedding ceremony, I guess. Who knows? Today I did a podcast with Demir and Jamar with the Damn Jam podcast. I love that name, by the way. And we did a podcast asking questions about myself, which for me, I don't know. I don't like answering questions about myself too much. I don't really like talking about myself, even though I'm doing a vlog about myself. But yeah, it was really interesting. Yeah, a lot of questions were in there pretty good, and it's just a humbling experience to know that people really value what you say and what people care about, man. As I always tell you guys, it's just a conversation between buddies, man. I'm talking to you guys like you're sitting next to me. Speaking of sitting next to me, I'm on the way to pick up big homie Joe. I'm about to hit the gym. Joe has some exciting announcements and some exciting news, and we're gonna have him talk about that on a later podcast. A later vlog. But yeah. So that about wraps it up for this video. Let me know what you guys think about my new intro. I switched it up a little bit here. You know, I think it was 4 months I was rocking the same intro. I think maybe 3 months, whatever. But it was time to switch it up, go for something a little bit different, and let me know what you guys think. As always, guys, this is Kevin the Tech Ninja. Make sure you like, rate, subscribe, share, favorite, all that stuff you can do on YouTube and all that good stuff. Check it out, man. And if you know someone that may enjoy this type of video, type of vlog, a little behind the scenes of what's going on with Tech Ninja, then share it out to them. All right, guys, have yourself a great day, and